Like my boy
You know,
Noah.
as a funny prank, you should add Percival to the wheel.
No.
It's a funny prank. You should add him to the wheel.
Percival's
Just a
one
funny
of
prank.
Percival's one of the reasons I put that rule in place.
I thought the real reason you put that rule in place was for like characters like Chad, where it's like, if you die on your recruitment map, I lose another unit.
That's some of it,
Or like
but
Lilina,
Percival was also
Lilina
one
died
of
in
them.
8.
Yeah, Lilina was also a big part of it, because they didn't want to lose out on 2 other units.
Like, I think that it's a good rule in that, like, it stops you. It means that the only time you're ever getting 2 for 1 is if you've, like, decided to bait the 2 for 1, right? If you decided,
you're
like,
toying
to
with fate at that
gamble on
point.
And I like that as an option you can have, right? Like, I think that you could have fielded Larum in some chapters before this one, and it would have been fine. But I like that you had to have sort of the push-pull. This word gets overused a lot, but I do think that, like, not making use of the units in hopes that they won't get spun by the wheel is a bit of a wheel pitfall.
True.
But I think also not using Larum was probably correct, because it's like a 2 for 1 with 2 of the best units in the game.
If I were trying to 2 for 1 and potentially lose out on like Trek or something, like who cares? I'd probably be a little more okay with that. But
yeah,
I didn't want to miss
like
out
when you
on her.
fielded Noah in Chapter 8 to help out with rescues, and like there was the potential you lose Fear, but I know you're higher on Fear than I am, but I feel like, you know, you wouldn't have fielded Noah if you weren't.
Yeah, that's because I completely forgot that she existed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I fielded Noah on that map, completely forgetting that Noah recruited her.
I thought you were just like, you know, it's worth it to me. It's worth the risk to have another rescue dropper for this map where rescue dropping and movement is a really big deal. Because I thought that was a smart play. Like, that's why I didn't say anything. I thought that was a smart play. Because I don't value Fear as high as you do. But even, like, I think she's okay. You know, I think she's on the same level as Lilina. I think the 2 of them are the 2 of those training projects that are worth training.
Okay, we successfully rescued Lilina like 6 tiles back.
Having 2 Cavaliers for that map was worth it. Was worth the risk.
That map would have taken forever if I didn't have the extra Cav. We're gonna dance you. Check for the 3rd time rear ranges. Not that you're actually gonna do anything, but it'd be funny if you did. We might put you up here so you can help contribute somewhere. Also, he got hit by the boss again. We're gonna have a little bit more fun.
I thought you were rescuing him out.
I thought about it. I want that bull rank.
Are you going to get, is it Murgley?
I think it'll be called Murgley's in this patch, because I haven't bothered to get a new patch.
The Lin bow. The Lin engage bow.
The weapon she definitely gets in FE7. Look, we do 2 minutes.
I'm just saying she should have. If they do an FE7
I think so
remake,
too.
If they do an FE7, I think the reason was they didn't want like her to get a PRF she couldn't use if you hadn't promoted her.
Yeah.
But like, spoiler alert, if you haven't promoted Lin, then she's not going to be doing much in the final chapter anyway. Even a level 20 unpromoted Lin, which first off, why haven't you promoted her at that point? The Heaven Seals are free and unsellable.
Actually, I think you can sell them, and they're worth like a lot of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I've seen some people will just sell them, because you can. I think they sell for the same as an Ocean Seal.
Or hang on to them for the,
nice critical.
Funds rank.
Yeah, or you gotta hold on to them for the funds rank.
Although also, so I think that the amount of not having money problems in FE7 is exaggerated, because money is tight early on.
Yes, it's very tight early on.
But I think by the time you get the Heaven Seal, are you really in a situation where you need that big influx of money?
Not really.
You kind of get it for free, right?
You don't really need it at that point. Also, I successfully used people's complaints about the Rider's Bane to my advantage. And baited the Horse Slayer with a Nomadic Trooper. So we're
So based of you.
we gotta turn Garrett's animations on. Usually I just
true.
wing
We gotta
it.
see those funny Viking animations.
Usually I just wing it. Can you please look up when these guys appear? Because I really don't want to get jump scared by Cavaliers.
Yeah, of course.
I would
Give
very
me
much
1
appreciate
second,
it.
because I was unprepared.
Tisk tisk.
I am a bad co-host. You know what I do have pulled up though? I have the page on rejected archetype members. 'Cause
Oh,
I was looking at
boy.
that earlier. And also apparently Wendy's wiki page. Don't know why I have that open.
She died.
Maybe
A while ago.
maybe it's yeah, maybe it's a leftover from when she died in like
Just never
Was it-
closed the tab.
chapter 11 or something.
Yeah, I think it was chapter 10. It was the map I got Gonzo, I think.
This is 15, I want to say.
Yeah, we're in chapter 15.
Turn 12 to 15 each of those turns.
Okay, I still got some time. There is still time.
You have the time.
Okay, I like this. So you just have a steel. Nope, you have a javelin too. So we equip, pick you up. Now run you forwards. With the power of support bonuses, he will do absolutely nothing.
So I want to say thank you to the wheel. Oh, go for killer. Go for a crit.
Sure. Do a crit.
I want to say thank you to
Good
the
unit.
wheel. See, I told you he'd do it. Good unit. The wheel killed off Klein so that we would have an easier time telling our two snipers apart. Because now one of them used the female model. Because I was looking at them right next to each other and I was like, oh, that's convenient. Like,
Yeah, you can pretty easily tell who's
thanks,
who.
wheel.
I appreciate it, kind of, somewhat, not really.
I mean, on the other hand, right? This is around the time that I start thinking Klein is no longer carrying his weight. So
Yeah, if-
they kept, he stayed alive for as long as we need him to, and then and now he's good in heaven now.
Okay, this is great. I did want to bait this guy down, though. Also, he didn't get hit this turn. We love to see it. Pew pew this guy.
Pew 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 pew.
Although I think we extract him out now. Because this sniper has crit on him, and that kind of scares me.
I need extraction. So are those guys so that are those guys like fully aggroed now?
Probably.
That's
Eh,
unfortunate.
If things get bad, I can like fly someone down here to kite them back down, and then I can fly away again and just watch them go back and forth. That sounds like a really funny
The
idea.
classic cheese. The classic cheese.
Here. Oh wait, we gotta stay here actually. Yeah. Okay, we'll be fine right here. Does anyone need healing?
I require healing. Lalina technically does. She's got 20 out of 21
True.
HP.
That sounds
I
like
mean,
staff
if all
rank.
you're looking, I was gonna say, if all you're looking for is like closer to warp on Cecilia, then
It would be
an
nice
HP
to
level
get
does
her.
that for you.
It'd be nice to get her to Physic at least.
Yeah, I always forget that she doesn't even have fucking.
She does not have
base.
Physic at base.
Like, it's so bad.
That's
it's
why.
So bad.
That's why if I could trade one tome rank for a staff rank, I would. If she had B tomes and staves, I think she would just be a much better unit.
Yeah, because like technically she's closer to what is it, 4 Blaze in
Yeah,
this?
she has A tomes at base.
I think I called it Excalibur at some point, but it's 4 Blaze.
I think you may
S rank-
have, and I just didn't think about it.
I get all of the S ranks confused, and it doesn't help that like the S ranks in Alib are different from game to game. Because like I think Excalibur is the FE7 S rank. If I'm remembering
Yeah,
correctly.
it's the one in FE7, the one you get off of Ursula in the final chapter.
Yeah, and like, I get that they wanted Durandal and Armets to be Hector's personals, so they had to come up with like new sword and axes. But like, I don't know. It just makes keeping track of the Alibian S ranks
Weird.
needlessly confusing, IMO.
Oh, that's so tragic. What does she do, though? Okay. Sadly, we can't really do any kills with Sophia unless I want to face counters, which I don't really want to do. Look at this good unit. He's setting up a kill for Walt. C-rank bows on lot?
I mean, there's no arm scroll in this game, right?
Sadly, no.
I was gonna say, if there were, Brave Bow.
100% hit? Don't see that one
But we are
very
still
often.
one step closer to Brave Bow Warrior, and I think Brave Bow Warrior is incredibly fucking based.
It is. It's so good. So much fun. More combat ray. Look at him go. This is an instant promoted ray. Look at him go.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, chapter
Yeah.
turn 12
The
is when they
biggest
show up.
problem is not his damage output, though. Like, it is the accuracy, and he's still having that Dark Tome accuracy problem. He's still having that Dark Tome accuracy problem.
Yep, it's a real problem.
I wouldn't even necessarily say that he's like an underrated unit. Just because I think he's appropriately rated. Because I think that like the biggest appeal of magic is the anima accuracy.
Yeah.
And also like if you had raised Lilina or Lugh, they would probably be outperforming him both in terms of damage and accuracy. Because
Oh,
Lilina has
definitely.
higher might and Lugh doubles.
Okay, I think we can
So, like, I
reach
don't
these
think he's an
forks
underrated unit,
before the enemies
But
even
I
show
do
up.
think he's still like, you know, he's not useless. Just because you're like a lower tier unit doesn't make you useless, right? Like he does stuff for you at base, and
there are more units
all you
than the
need.
S tier and D tiers.
Yes, exactly. And I think that that's
And
something
I like
that
those
like
middle units.
me too, me too. I also really like bad units. I like units on almost every aspect of the tier. The only units that I dislike is units who are like irredeemably bad and not in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like Sophia, I think is a prime example of a unit who's like very fucking bad, but like not bad in a fun way.
No, I totally agree.
Like, Amelia is bad, but she's in a game with enemies that are low enough quality that you can meme around with her.
Break down the calculator
Sophia
for a sec.
joins in one of the hardest maps in the game. In a game where enemies are hard enough that you can't really meme around with her. And there are other bad units in harder games than FE6 that I like more, because those are games that provide you with tools to make those bad units work, right? Like, for example, I recently did a draft of Engage where I used Alfred, and I think Alfred is one of the worst units in that game. Not the worst, there are definitely some units that are significantly worse than him. But you get a bunch of tools in that game, so I reclassed Alfred into a Mage Knight. Like, I instant promoted him and sent him into a Mage Knight at level 10.
Now that
Gave
sounds
him
fun.
a max forged Levin sword, and just went to town on, you know the map where you fight, like, Hortensia and Goldmary and Rosado and Hyacinth? In, like, the
Oh,
indoor map.
yeah. The really long map. The long hallway.
I had him solo the entire left-hand side of that map with a forged Levin sword, and, like, I think I gave him... Is Leaf a defensive emblem? It was one emblem that gave him a bunch of defense. It might have been Hector. I might have done DLC. I don't remember.
I do not remember which emblems give what as far as stats go. I just know Leaf gives build.
I know Ike is the big defense one, but it obviously couldn't have been Ike because it's too early in the game for that. I think maybe it was a DLC run. I gave him Hector, and I was like, you just go to town, and it was so funny to watch Alfred, of all people, just solo an entire half of the map. And, like, I think that because of that, like, he's more fun to use than Sophia, even though, like, you know, he's probably a little bit better than her, but I don't think it's because he's better than her that makes him more fun to use. It's because there's tools you can use to fix him, right?
You
like,
also had a fun
those emblems,
payoff.
you have those forges.
You also had a fun payoff of using him. Like, there isn't really a fun payoff to training Sophia. You just get Ray again.
The payoff to Sophia is she has the theoretical highest warp range in the game.
Eventually.
But, like, theoretical is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. And, like, the amount of payoff, the amount that payoff is a real payoff, is also questionable because this is a game with a secret shop where you can buy energy rings. So if she doesn't get it before that secret shop exists, then Ray also gets that.
Yes.
And so does Nime. And for
anyone.
a lot, like Nime in particular, so no, not anyone, just those three, because the reason that they get it is
the Apocalypse. That's right.
But Nime gets it with a lot less
investment
work than he does. I wouldn't say investment because I would say the energy rings are investments, right? Because you're not getting boots.
Yeah, it's an opportunity cost because you're getting something else instead.
Yeah. Annoyance, I think, would be the word that I'd use. A lot less annoyance, because, God, training her is so annoying!
It is. I think... So, do we... Yeah, I think we Brave Bow. Cool. Shin's a really good unit, by the way, just in case anyone didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, Shin is, definitely top 10, arguably top 5, probably not top 5, but definitely top 10 units in the game.
Easily. Ooh, we got a Silver Lance to kill this guy. I don't like that.
Yeah, 50 is not a great hit rate. He's on a fort? No, is he? He's
on
in
a forest.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, new plan, actually. We... go here.
Are you gonna occupy the other fort to stop the cabs? Because they show up every turn.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's perfect.
Wait, so the sniper's gonna be alive, right?
Yes.
Everyone
1,
can
2,
live
3,
a
4, 5,
sniper
6.
attack.
1, 2.
Or, oh, you're boxing him in, aren't you?
We're not gonna box him in. We're just gonna do like this for a turn.
Just make a wall.
Yeah, but we're gonna trade the killer bow. There we go. And now my units can get closer and we can blitz the archer next turn. Gotta build those support points. I actually wouldn't mind getting a B support on them. Because, like, what else am I doing with that last support slot? I think all of Roy's other support partners are dead. Other than Cecilia, I guess.
Sophia.
Oh, that's right, Sophia.
I already told you to put them next to each other earlier this
I've already
map.
forgotten.
It's almost as if you don't consider that support to be the meta, but, it's how you fix her hit rate.
Hey, I've done that.
I guess I was
before.
lying when I said there's no tools you can give to her, because while Engage lets you give an Omega Forged Levin Sword and the Hector emblem, FE6 lets you press wait for 17 million turns in a row, and then Sophia gets plus 10 hit. That's value. Now that's efficiency.
Indeed. You don't get it. We're spending turns and now supporting her up so we can redeem those turns later when she has warp range.
Wait, how does that even... But that doesn't. Oh, because of staff misses! The fire support prevents staff misses, because plus 10 hit tricks the game into thinking she has 10 skill, which Sophia does not get on average at 2020.
I forgot they show up too.
Actually, I said that as a joke. I want to see what Sophia's average skill is at 2020.
Yeah,
write in the comments. Write in the comments. Don't look it up. Check in the comments. or guess in the comments. I mean, what is Sophia's average skill
2020
at 2020? I'm giving you time to write it down. And remember, don't cheat.
Okay.
Everyone put your answers in. Jacob, did you put your answer in?
Oh, not
What's
yet.
your
Let
answer,
me-
Jacob?
Ooh, what do I think it is? We're gonna go with. I'm gonna be really pessimistic and say like 14 or 13. We're gonna go with 13.
It's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
Sophia's average skill at 2020 is 19.
I mean, it's more than Lugh
For
has right now.
context, that's lower than the unpromoted unit cap.
Yeah. I mostly remember that she has a base of 2.
It's okay though because you can supplement that with some luck.
Her what is
Any
that?
guess
One
what
base.
her luck is?
I think she has 1 base luck.
At 2020, I mean.
Yeah.
At 2020, you think it's 1?
No. I think that's what she has at base.
Oh, I misunderstood.
It's all
Sorry.
good. It's my most accurate weapon here.
At 2020, she has 10 luck on average.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
That's it.
That's so little, though.
Maybe, so like, I know that luck, at least in the GB era, was supposed to be about like, how godly someone is, right? Because like, priests usually have very high luck.
Oh, I never
Maybe
thought about
it's
that.
because dark magic is like, not the magic of the gods. Because like, Noel also has really shit luck.
Dude, I've never really thought about it that way before, but you make a good point.
Kind of like how resistance is like the women's skill, but also for some reason like gaidens.
Oh, that's such a good level up. Okay, we're gonna...
I mean, it is like female characters tend to have really high resistance, but then also randomly every Jagan does as well.
Which I do appreciate. We take that magic defense. Oh, hi, Percy. Yes, please, we do accept you.
Absolutely! He's as enthusiastic as you are.
I also really like this guy's portrait. Look how cool this guy looks.
See, I actually don't like his portrait that much.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I just think the face is like too long, if that makes sense.
Understandable. Okay, look at how much we're gaming right now. And then we'll
Enough
just hit
that
one
if
of
we hit
these.
one of these 265... Oh. Oh!
This is fine.
That seems like a lot of gaming, Jacob.
He's
That seems like a lot of
trying.
jaking. Or gaming, not jaking. I mean, I guess it is... If you're the one who's Jacobing... I mean, gaming. Fuck! Casual game grump.
We'll get there eventually.
Only on YouTube.com.
Here's the plan.
Click subscribe to Casual Game Jake of the up gamers. Yeah, that's the take. Hi, this is Danny Doyle.
First
welcome to my
try.
YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel.
Oh no, I've been taken
Casual
over.
Game Jake. The
Hey, sport.
Casual Game Jake channel.
Belina. Hooray! Roy has maxed out supports again. It'll be really sad if he lost one of his support partners now.
Don't say that. I genuinely want Walt to live until the end of the game.
I do too.
I think it would be incredibly funny if this just absolute dog shit sniper was on our endgame team.
I will be
He's
trying.
literally
if
the
he-
only survivor from chapter 1. Everyone else is dead.
All my friends are dead. Walt has had to watch everyone that he joined with die.
he's kind of like Boars in that sense now, because Boars joins in Chapter 1 and all of his friends have gone away. And now Wolt is like the Chapter 1 unit with no friends.
Wolt's on a
Because like
revenge quest.
all of Boars' friends are hanging out in Chapter 8. He joined early. Like, literally, he goes from having 0 possible support partners to all of his possible support partners
In a single
the
map.
course of going from Chapter 7 to 8. Because Astolfo, Barth, Wendy, and Ogier are all of Boris' and Lilina are all of Bill's partners. Like, literally just, he supports everyone who joins on that map and no one from any other map. It's kinda silly.
It's just, oops, all friends now.
Oops, all Boris friends.
But they go until turn 15, right?
Yeah, they come 12 through 15, and I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's inclusive, so like
Yeah.
also on 15, not just like it doesn't stop on 15.
We'll keep that
It's
in
like-
mind.
12, 13, 14, 15, if that makes sense.
Lilina training arc going pretty well. We'd love to see it. Okay, and I think I'm gonna form like a little makeshift wall right here to kind of block off the reinforcements from getting here. Keyword
But then
try.
still use them as like training, I guess, for Lilina and Sophia.
Yeah,
who
we'll
you're
try
also
to-
training.
We'll try to. All right, she's back here.
Like, I haven't been paying attention, but I'm assuming Sophia's like at least level 12 by now. 'Cause you gotta get that warp range. You gotta get that warp range. I'm joking. I've been
I was gonna
watching
say,
Sophia
how
do
does
exactly nothing.
how does 12 experience sound?
No, but if you think about it, Sophia's actually killing a fuck ton of Cavaliers right now.
Wait, do Cavaliers come from that fortress?
No, but I'm reaching.
I just realized I don't think reinforcements do come from that.
Nope, reinforcements only come from the 2 that you're currently blocking up north, and then the 2 that are diagonal from, like, the castle.
I'm just scared. Ooh.
Understandable. Like, it would really suck to have to replay this entire map near the end, because, like, reinforcement data is incomplete or incorrect or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not a hard map, right? But it's always just
It's
very
long.
fucking... Yeah, it's demotivating to, like, have to replay the entire map.
Yeah, I both like and dislike how long FE6 maps are. Because it means replaying them takes forever.
I think that they would really fucking benefit from Shadow Dragon-esque save points.
Yes. I love those. I think those are a great idea.
I guess technically also the turn wheel, but I prefer save points because they're like kind of like little checkpoints that you can put at a specific point.
Yeah.
And there's cost to using them because you have to consume an entire unit's turn.
Yeah,
and
they
usually
take an
you
action.
have like in Shadow Dragon you usually have a unit that can like do something, right? Like you usually have a unit who's like, oh, this person's not doing anything with their turn. I might as well use a save point with them.
Yes.
And, so did you know, actually, that save points are a thing in GBA hacking as well?
Really?
Yeah. So, the problem is that the way that they're implemented, basically makes it so suspend isn't a thing anymore. Because the
Oh.
resume chapter function is this, like, it uses the resume chapter function, right?
Gotcha.
So that the trade-off, right, is just use a save state for suspending if you ever need to like go away from your computer
yeah,
or whatever.
if you need to stop for a bit.
But yeah, I think save points are just like such an elegant design thing. I like them better than the turn wheel. Like they're trying to solve the same problem, right? Of
Yes.
like if you get 2% crit by the boss at the end of a long map, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah,
And
Randy.
I think it's right. I think it's right for them to try to well, not even Randy. Randy's got like higher than 2%. I mean, just like someone who legitimately has like a low percentage crit that you can't afford to play around, right?
Yes.
Like if I'm sorry, if Randy crits you, it's your fault. If Randy crits you, it's your fault.
Ouch.
You can prevent Randy crits. Only you can prevent forest fires and Randy crits.
Okay, so this is fine. All these guys do just fine against these guys.
Like if this guy, right? This guy had like a low percentage
Yeah.
crit on Lot, right? If this guy 1% crits your boss killer because you don't have a better option, it feels real bad.
Turn wheel solves that problem, but I think save points solve it much more elegantly, because basically, like, I don't know, turn wheel makes, like, reliability not a thing that matters anymore.
I mean, because
In,
you've
like, an
definitely
annoying
seen
way.
that from the SOV we've been playing at some points that I showed you that you can like turn wheel back to re-roll certain RNs even without taking second actions.
Yeah. Well, and I also think that, like, whenever In Systems has given us turn wheels, it's always, like, ridiculously overtuned.
Oh, definitely. You get so
Um,
many uses.
Like, in Three Houses, you start out with only a couple, and I think, honestly... And the same with SOV, you started with only a couple, and I think, honestly, like, having 2 or 3 is probably the correct amount, but then they give you more as rewards, and then Engage just says, fuck it, you have 10 from the start.
That's so
I
many.
think I have used all 10 turn wheels exactly one time, and it was on chapter 23 of my first ever Manning playthrough. And other than that, I've never used all 10 turn wheels.
10 is so many turn wheel uses to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the
Like,
link
I appreciate the attempt to add some sort of anti-frustration end of the map feature. I just think that the turn wheel in execution is not. I prefer save points, like,
Yeah.
by a lot. Or for anyone who's played Tearing Saga, in Tearing Saga there's an item called the save stack.
look at this guy. Look at this unit.
Holy shit! I thought this was the basis unit, not the growths unit.
God got
Wait,
stronger.
I genuinely. Wait. I want to check his growths.
Oh, they're
because
not.
I've just sort of always assumed they're shit, right?
They're not.
I thought they were shit.
They're not the worst thing ever, but they're not super amazing either, from what I remember.
30% attack, 35% speed, 20% defense. HP 75, but that doesn't count because everyone has really high HP.
Or at least should have really
Skill
high.
25.
Yeah, his growths aren't
Yeah, no, I
really
think
that
HP
high.
having a high growth rate, because I think HP is like the worst stat on its own.
Yeah, 1 point of HP by itself doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, I think, like, you know, it's weird to say HP is the worst stat on its own because, like, I think that your HP base is very impactful. I think your HP level ups are not.
No.
Because, like, one of the problems with GBA Armor Knights is they tend to have really high defense but really low HP. Like, Boros has 18 base AP,
It's very
which
upsetting.
is tragic. It makes him not bulky. Like, I'm sorry, it makes him not bulky. But if he levels up and gains HP, he has 19, so it's like the level up's not a huge deal. Are we rolling?
I was about to say, guess what time it is?
Yeah, I figured that's why we were
It's
being no movement.
Ooh.
I
wait,
just
did
wanted to finish my thought. I hope you
Did I
don't
remember
mind.
to add Jarrett to this? Who did I take off this list for Jarrett? Oh, that's who I took off.
Yeah, Geese gets to live another day.
Jared.
You were so scared. Like, I tried to talk Jacob out of it, but Jacob was like, I'm so scared Geese is gonna die. I want him to live. And I was like, Jacob, is an untrained Geese gonna do you any good in the final map? And Jacob said, untrained Geese solos!
Are
And
you
he took him
actually
off,
kidding
saving
me?
For later. Oh my god!
No way. That. Oh
So,
my. I cannot believe that
For
just
those
happened.
who don't know, there's a delay. So, like, I heard you say, are you actually kidding me? And it was hovering over Larum, and I was like, do we lose our dancer? But no, I think this might be worse.
I think this is
We
the
lost our
worst. I
boots.
just lost a pair of boots. I just used this map. Well,
Comments below. Oh my god. I'm sorry, that's too good.
1 like equals 1 more pair of boots.
Are you gonna dump her inventory onto Sophia? Because Sophia's got no items.
I think Sophia does have items on her. Because I thought she was going to trade them onto someone. Oh well.
Where are we depositing her inventory then?
Right here. And,
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
and here.
This is gonna. Oh, Larum.
Oh, that's right. Lauren can take something. And here. And
Why
here.
didn't you just? Okay, I thought you were gonna take it with Larum and Dancer. You're just trying to delay it, aren't you?
It was funnier that way.
I think you just don't want her to die.
I
think
don't
you're
want
trying
Tate
to
to
delay
die.
it.
Not even for
in
the
the
boots.
hopes
I
that,
also
like,
just
your
really like this
blue
unit.
screen. Yeah, I think she's okay. Your Tate is currently better than your Shanna, right? Because you like just
easily.
didn't deploy Shanna because you didn't train her.
Well, funnily enough, yeah, Shanna's really under level compared to what she would usually be, but if you train both of them up, Tate does come out as like the stronger unit. You just actually have to bother to train her.
So if they're at the same level as each other, Tate is stronger.
Yes.
I agree with that sentiment. However,
Yeah.
why are they at the same level? That's the
'Cause I-
follow-up I would give,
'cause I
right?
think-
like, why are they at the same level? Because Shanna's around for so much longer and has easier enemies to train on.
It's very easy for Shanna to be, 13-3, 13-5 by the time Tate joins. And Tate joins at like level 7 or something. Oh, this is going to take forever.
So, I'm fairly certain Shanna will almost always be ahead in weapon rank if they're
She
at the
will
same
too.
level until Tate hits S, obviously, because then they're
Yeah.
like tied. But because she has more time to raise the weapon rank, she starts at lower, right? She starts out at E or D.
Tate starts with D lances.
Yeah, so Shanna starts with E, Tate starts with D, but like, even if you are not training Shanna that much, she probably has C by the time Tate joins, and then by the time
definitely.
Tate promotes, she held B, and then A, and
Because you get a free
she might
lance
even
rank
have
on
B or A
promo.
by the time. Yeah.
No, yeah,
She might even
Shanna's,
have B or A by the time that Tate like joins.
yeah, Shanna's the better unit overall, but since like they're both on equal footing right now, losing Tate definitely sucks a lot.
Yes, but that I want to push back and say like that's
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
Shanna's
No, I
not
totally
trained.
get that.
Like in a vanilla context, if you have trained Shanna, she will almost always have a significant level advantage over Tate, and as a result, a combat advantage.
This guy hit lot like 4 times with 27%, by the way.
So that you're aware, the reason that for that might be that Thea has a variety of pros and cons compared to her younger sister Shanna. She has higher constitution and therefore is usually faster.
She has 1 con over Shanna.
Oh my!
She
No,
has...
no, 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 no! You're thinking of in normal mode because because they say, especially when you account for hard mode bonuses.
Hard mode con, my beloved.
In fairness, that might be referring to the speed,
Probably.
but
It's funnier to think it's this
Still.
one, though.
It is noticeable that compared to Shanna, she has almost identical stats despite being 7 levels high. That's just not true, is it?
What?
Wait, no, that's just not true.
Okay,
That's just not true.
so Danny, if you want to do something really fun, look up normal mode Tate next to a level 1 Shanna. It'll be one of the funniest things you've ever seen.
Compare. I'm pulling it up on Oifibot.
Yeah, normal
Compare
mode Tate versus
Tate.
level 1 Shanna.
Difficulty. Normal. So, normal mode Tate has plus 11 HP, plus 5 attack,
Oh no, wait, this
plus
is...
6 skill,
I think it accidentally
plus
did hard
3
mode.
speed. Did it? I said normal mode. I specifically said normal. Oh my god, this is stupid. Okay. Tate, FE6 Tate. Normal. Shanna.
Let's see.
Oh, that's apparently a haiku.
Oh, I think after the word Tate, you have to do dash NM, then comma
Oh
Shanna.
my goodness. Oify bot, please. FE6 Tate.
Just work, please.
This is not gonna be worth it. NM Shanna. It's
Yeah.
giving me the same.
No, wait.
Oh no 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 no!
No, yeah, this is
okay.
This is normal mode versus...
Shanna has plus 1 speed. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, untrained Shanna has more speed than a base level normal mode Tate. It's very upsetting.
I doubted the fandom wiki, and I was incorrect. She does have almost identical stats to Shanna, if you're thinking of normal mode.
And if you just didn't train Shanna at all. boss is kind of like, difficult.
At that point in the game, there's an abundance of axe users that could potentially be somewhat behind Shanna in terms of stats and levels. She has a rather low lance rank of D, meaning she cannot wield killer lances, and can't even rely on Gant's lance since it won't be intact. What?
I guess they're just
And
assuming
can't
you've broken the
even-
Gant's lance.
Why?
Which I think I still have the Gant's lance.
Thankfully
Wow, I
for
barely used
Thea,
this thing,
she is
actually.
only... Thankfully for Thea, she is only 2 levels from promotion, and if the player has been promoting well, they'll have some Elysian Whips left over for promotion items in the campaign to be in good supply at that point. I don't actually know what that sentence fucking means.
What did that say? Like, I can get what they're trying to say, because you get your second Elysian Whip, the map you get Tate. So I guess the idea is you have a whip for Tate, and you get your third whip the next map.
This means that if Thea was having particular issues within her training, the stat and weapon rank jump from promotion at level 15, or even level 10 if you're desperate, can push her over the edge into viability. Flight utility is also a huge factor in her favor, given the large maps that rely on heavy terrain, and her hard mode bonuses, she should at least be able to keep herself out of range of archers. For a while.
Okay.
One quirk to Shanna and Thea is the Ilya Sakai route split, where if Shanna and Thea are higher levels than Sue and Sin, the campaign will transition to the Ilya maps, and otherwise the campaign transitions to the Sakai maps. Most players consider the Ilya campaign to be much less troublesome than the Sakai campaign, which provides some incentive to raise 2 Pegasus Knights instead of diversifying your army. I mean, I don't think that's the only reason you use 2 Pegasus Knights.
You use 2 Pegasus Knights because it's 2 Pegasus Knights.
All in all, Tate is a mixed bag, but still one of the better good units around. Flying is a rare skill, and while Tate will never be good at flying, she's still a good one. Will never be good at flying.
What?
Like, she can't fly over really high mountains? What? What does that mean?
Unless there's some
What?
unless there's some thing in her supports where she mentions not being as good at flying as someone else, and they're trying to like poke fun at her supports or something. I don't know. I want to get out of here. Look, we found Fa.
Oh, during the initial stages of Binding Blade, Tate was planned to be Lilina's cousin.
Oh, that would have been
If this
cool.
is the case, Tate would have been intended to be Oren's daughter, or if there was some other explanation regarding the genealogy. Oh, FE4 remake confirmed!
Yo! Finally. Any last thoughts or words for our poor Tate?
It says genealogy, so Tate died so the FE4 remake should live.
You know what? If Tate dying is what we need to get an FE4 remake, I think it was worth it.
She was a blood sacrifice on the altar of Kaga.
Thank you, Tate, for the FE4 remake. We salute you.
07 in the chat.
Comment 07s for Tate. Bye, guys.
And FE4.